What is up, punters and dribblers? Welcome to another stream. Super bad. What do we call it? Super stream? Super bad stream? I'm not sure. It was. We're one down from a nerd out ahead of the Panthers v the Broncos. So one short. We've got the great and powerful Rugby League Guru here with us.
Roo?
Yeah, I appreciate the character selection on the Instagram post as well.
Who are you?
I think I got McLovin, which I don't think I deserved, but I'll take it.
Oh, mate, what do you mean you deserve? Does anyone deserve McLovin?
McLovin is the truth, bro.
Oh, you got Michael Sarah. Michael Sarah fucks the house down.
Was I McLovin? Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Those boys wrote that when they were pretty young.
They started writing when they were 13.
Oh,
can we move this light across a little bit so that Rugby League Guru, a.k.a. Rugby League Guru, can see
a.k.a. Guru of Rugby League.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that for... Oh, he's done. Saluka's done.
Oh.
Just, you still angle it back in, but it's just more so it's not... Keep moving it down a bit more.
Tough start.
Yeah. Tough start if you don't have the Panthers -2.5 Jenkins Montoya.
Ooh.
As far as thumbs up, that'll never fool anyone. This one's got to be right up there.
Yeah.
Don't hate it, though. Like, he's doing his best.
Kid's doing his best. He'll be off the field in a moment. He's still getting in there, the big fella. Jesus.
It's a Hail Mary, the thumbs up. You know?
Well, certainly when you've been flailing all over the ground.
Okay, what tackle of what set does he get taken off?
Now.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, right now.
I got it.
Did I get it?
No,
Congratulations.
I got it first.
No, we both got it.
No, I got it first.
Oh.
You're off the back of me.
Okay.
Remember when you tried to stump us all with your Tyson Frizzell International and I just buried you? We will have tonight, punters and dribblers. Send in your rugby league trivias. Send in your questions. We've got ruse clues. It's a rugby league trivia night. It's a night for the purists.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to need a true purist at halftime to be able to take home some prizes.
Oh really?
This one's a cracker.
It's
your
a cracker.
hardest?
Yeah.
Is that why you bought the stees in?
Yeah, I brought a Guru Steeden in. I think there's a kangaroo hat there.
Oh, shit.
Great hat, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good hat.
One of the great hats.
It's good for a big head.
Oh, yeah. We like that.
Pure. Purity.
Halftime trivia will be based around these two teams.
Panthers and Bulldogs.
Yeah, I won't give you any more than that, but you'll have to be a real nuffy.
Okay.
To be in it.
Okay.
Shout out to 4 Pints Dark Lager for anyone. At home.
Elite. It's cold, and when it's cold, you fire up the dark lager. Simple as that. Ooh. It's superb. It's absolutely superb.
Good strong run there from Matthew Burton.
With this Panthers team, boys, I am really shocked how far Paul Alamotti's fallen out of favour.
Is Paul Alamotti out of the side?
He's in reserve grade, yep.
Jesus.
Really?
They've gone for the Milky Bar kid over him.
Well, the Milky Bar, someone's playing with a microphone over there. Can we pull their mic down, please? The Milky Bar kid, after sort of is it inauspicious rugby league debut where like he wasn't really, there wasn't much doing, to now being like, you know, a bit of a man about town, if you will.
Where's he from, Roo? What's his story?
He played for the Knights. He was like
he was at the
no
Knights
one at the Knights.
Yeah, but he came from Penrith to the Knights. I'm pretty sure he's a Penrith junior.
And they just got him back.
Yeah, they let him go to... Bit of Jesse Ramian about him. Went up there, didn't work out.
Realised how shit they are.
Yeah.
Was he loaned or he actually went there?
No, he went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, signed a contract.
Do they loan much anymore?
What's Carraz doing on this wing? By the way?
No, but I think we should.
Remember Harry Grant was loaned out to the Tigers?
Yes. That was because it was like, hey, dude, you're playing behind Cam Smith and you are good enough to be playing rugby league. And
well, Talon De Silva should go on loan, don't you reckon, Cody?
I mean, that'd be a smarter way to do it.
I think as far as West Tigers' apex moment, it's 05. Probably Harry Grant arriving at number 2. First 4 to 6 months.
Yeah. In terms of great moments in the club's history.
Yeah.
And then third, maybe Taniela Tuiaki, just generally.
Third might be a famous victory tomorrow night at 4 Pints.
Oh, fuck off, mate. Aren't you going to be going for Manly when you're out there with us?
I'm going for Latu.
You're a dog.
Is that why you go? That's why you go.
If you're going to the game tomorrow night,
Just trying to work out why the fuck you were coming. That's why.
if you're going to the game tomorrow night from about 5 o'clock underneath the Good Day sign, we're going to be giving out these hats Rugby League Guru's wearing.
Correct.
Just come say good day, grab a hat.
They're crackers, by the way.
They're good, eh?
Thank you, mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, we're pretty excited by them.
You look good in them. But
Too maroon for this time of the year, but I'll do it.
no. Calm down, mate.
Okay.
Calm down. Nothing to do, no affinity with any club, state, country. It's just about vitamins and just trying to be better.
Who's our... I'm on Preston first tee.
We're both on Brian.
Brian. Big game in that. Just a man about town, Brian.
You know what it reeks of, though, Eddie? You and me both going on Brian. Guy just scored tries in the last game we watched him play, and so let's get on.
Yeah, but also this is a big game, and he's a big game guy.
That was a good kick.
You know what I mean?
No, listen, I understand. Oh, he's also not on the wing that I expect him to be on, which is great.
Well, is he ever?
No, he's actually never on the wing you expect. He's even on the field. Yeah, there he is.
Roo, can I ask you a question? And it's to do with what side of the field you play on. It just seems to me that it's super overhyped, all that shit. Oh, he's a left winger. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? What, you can't catch if the ball's thrown from the other side?
No, I think it's got more to do with...
You might have a good step off
You
your
might
right
have
or
a
your
good
left.
step off the right foot. You might be a right-hand carry, so you want it... So, like...
So it's the carry. Okay.
Well, it's not the be-all and end-all, but the carry matters. So my big issue with Kai Pearce-Paul last year was they played him on the left side. He's a right-hand carry. So
That actually makes sense, and
Yes.
that's why you're here, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Whereas now KPP's on the right-hand side, which means that he can fend with his left, get his right hand free.
Still not scoring tries,
He's
but it is
a
good point.
right-hand carry.
He's
Interesting.
offloading at will, though.
Yes.
So is Brian ambidextrous?
Well, I mean, there would be some players that can do it all, right? I mean, you know.
Brian's just a freak.
Brian's the GOAT.
He's the goat winger, isn't he, already?
I
How
think
old
he
is he,
is.
26?
He's younger than that.
26, Yeah.
Could you check the age of Brian Toto, please? I reckon he might be 24. That's just me making up numbers.
24?
No, I reckon he's old.
Critters 24.
I reckon he's 25, 26.
26?
26.
Oh, there you go. Well
fuck,
done, Ed.
spot on.
You're on fire.
Who do you like tonight, Roo?
I like Canterbury, but I'm sure we're all in the same boat. I just don't know what to get out of Penrith, what to expect. Like, I think they've come back and won 3 in a row, but it's weird during this Origin period.
Oh, good run.
It's my job, Roo, to represent the Nuffy.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing that all night on behalf of the punter and the dribbler and the Nuffy.
Kick it! Oh, you kick that. You toe that through, don't you? Oh, it's only the fourth tackle.
Oh, shit.
Where's Brian?
Oh,
Where's
go to
Brian?
the Milky
you're
Bar
on,
kid.
boys.
Where's Brian?
You're on.
No,
He's got it.
of
Go,
course
Blaze.
not. Oh, great play.
Why go down Critters'
Nah,
side?
I hate that.
Why go
What?
I run the football there. These forced dropouts now, they're not worth what they used to be.
Well,
in
that's
my
true.
opinion. I hate this.
They're not.
What's the reward for this? It's a 50-50 shot to maybe get the ball back.
Do you think it's 50-50 still?
Well, it's not 100 like
No.
it used to be. It's, I would rather you go through the hands there and turn the ball over a metre away than
This
like,
early in the game?
They do it because the percentages must be high.
I think they're still just haven't adapted properly yet.
That's not short.
There you go, Roo.
There we go.
There you go.
He's on the money, the kid. Okay, so on behalf of the Nuffy,
Yeah.
I look at the Bulldogs and I don't see a halves pairing that can win a comp. Mm-hmm. I see, Toby Sexton? Nah. You've got Burton, who you could argue is a centre, and you've got Galvin, who
and a penalty
just came
now.
out the womb.
Galvin, who just came there. Sorry, I did speak over there.
I do think Canterbury, though, they are a little bit of the exception at the moment just because they are such a good system and they're just well coached. I've been saying for a year, I don't think they can win a comp with Sexton and the fullback, Connor Tracy. I think they have to upgrade one of them. They've gone and got Galvin, obviously. I think people are really concerned about whether he's a halfback or not. I personally don't think he has to be a halfback in this side. I think the idea
Does he just need to be Lachlan Galvin?
I think the idea of 7 and 6 is aging out of the game a little bit.
Is that
too.
right?
Shitty boy.
Elaborate.
I just think that more and more halves are playing left and right. I think more and more you're starting to get Bailey Haywards, who are essentially playing as a third halfback in the lock forward position. Like you saw Newcastle the other day. Like we're always worried that they've got no direction.
Testy pop.
I thought
You got to call them out.
I thought the last few weeks, as soon as they put Phoenix Cross in that lock position, all of a sudden they had a bit of direction. I don't think the 7 and 6, if you're in a good system, is as important as it. And I mean, Have a look at the sides at the top. Canterbury, you know, you just said they don't have halves that you love. Look at the Warriors. Luke Metcalf's been a fullback most of his career, jumping in at halfback, doing
Another
a great
player
job.
Manly let go of.
Jerome Hughes was a fullback, jumping in at halfback, doing a good job. Who's the other side? Raiders. Jamal Fogarty's like a genuine 7.
He's a 7-7.
He is a 7-7.
Seventh heaven. Great show. Until the priest, got accused or found guilty of being a priest in real life.
Neither here nor there.
No.
But are you telling me, Roo, that the days of having like 3 of the 5, I'm including the lock in the 5 of a spine, are gone? You know what I mean? Like if you look at the Panthers, Dylan Edwards elite, Cleary elite. They had Luai elite. They got Yo elite.
I don't think the days are gone. I just think there's different ways to be able to do it now.
Okay.
I just think the game is adapting a little bit more. Like I think if you have a look at the last 8 years, there's been 3 halfbacks that have won comps essentially. Mm-hmm. Cleary, Hughes, Cronk.
Yep.
Like the last one was
He could play that bloke.
2016.
Cooper Cronk.
Not bad, was he?
Cooper Cronk could play.
And so you're saying it's changing.
I think it's starting to adapt a little bit, and I don't think it's as important to have an out-and-out 7. I don't think it's ever going to hurt you, but I don't think it's as critical and as important as it used to be if you're a good side, which I think this mob is showing.
Nuffy again. Why? Because a 7 traditionally gets all the peel. So stands to reason that you need great ball players to win games.
Yeah, well, I just think in the modern game now, you've got these teams. They are
Great take.
Dumb kick. Dylan Edwards so safe. He's like a warm blanket, that bloke, on a cold night.
Dylan Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
his career really is insane, isn't it? Like,
Well, mate, we used to honestly, and mock's too sincere of a word or too extreme, but we used to talk about him being a ghost. We don't even know, because his nickname is the Ghost at Penrith. We aren't sure whether they've picked up on that from us.
you reckon you might have coined it?
Well, we were calling him the Ghost long before he was called the Ghost with Penrith.
Casper the Friendly Ghost, we called him.
Well, basically, we were saying that it was like Penrith weren't playing. They were playing without a fullback because he didn't do anything.
Oh, why wouldn't you just give that to Brian and let him go to work?
How wrong? Well, not how wong we were. How much that's changed. He's now a boy.
No. How accurate we were
it
at
was.
the time.
Now, for those that care, Blaze Talangi a very important part of the draft side tonight.
Okay. How's your draft going?
Not well.
I'm beating him in Supercoach not for nothing.
That's wild.
Let's go, Tommy Jenkins.
Not for nothing.
You milky fuck.
How are the teams looking at the moment?
Well, we went through it on Hello Sport podcast this Thursday episode, heard of it, and we deduced that we should be sort of like top 1,000 in the country based on what we have.
We were looking at the guy who's winning. What do you reckon the guy who's winning the whole comp, who do you think his backs are, his starting backs, outside backs?
Herbie.
Yep.
Probably Kiraz.
No.
He doesn't have Kiraz. The guy coming first doesn't have
He's got Kiraz on his bench.
Right, okay.
But I don't know if he's a reserve or whatever, but he's not there starting.
Okay. He will have Herbie.
A little unfair because he did have Carraz.
Yeah, but I'm saying starting backs, lad. And
Has he got Dylan Lucas in there?
Yes.
Yeah. Has he got Nwanga Tuaso?
No, not on the top, not on the starting four. I don't know if he's got him or not, but
The other
Chili.
ones.
Hello, buddy.
He would have had Fletcher Sharp until last week.
One to get.
Is it Karapani?
No, Jermaine Ozako.
He'd
So he had two Dolphins, two Knights.
He'd have Karapani now, though, you'd think.
Well, he's fucking smart.
He would have gone Sharp to Karapani this week.
Well, if he's sharp between the ears.
Chili, what the fuck, brother?
If he's tuned into Beers and Breakevens. Hey, by the way, Timmy Williams told one of the great yarns I've ever heard on Beers and Breakevens the other night. So
Miss him.
He went.
Are you going to give it a tease? Or is it like no one's going to go back and listen to it because it's like an old episode?
Oh, no, I'm just going to fucking tell it 'cause
I
it's
love
hilarious.
it. Yeah, too much of a tease.
Tim Williams went to whatever the Catholic school is in Cooma.
Yep.
And
Oh!
Shit.
Cooma Catholic, mate.
Oh, the Milky Bar kid. And is it your confirmation where you have to pick a middle name?
Yeah.
A saint name?
Yes. Yes.
So for his
Oh, that was nothing, lad.
for his confirmation, I think the process was write the saint name you've selected on a piece of paper, hand it to Teach. She or he will go over it and confirm they're a real saint. So Tim Williams, who it's probably not as well known as it should be. It will be now. He was actually a Bulldogs fan as a kid.
Oh, so we got a turncoat now.
We have
Mitz.
got a turncoat.
Although
yep.
his brother played for him. I guess that's sort of all right.
Yeah, but he's
yeah.
from Cooma, which is Canberra country.
Yeah, I don't know why it was Canterbury, but
Just up the road.
like every Canterbury fan and just NRL fan in general in, 2006 or whatever, he was a big Sonny Bill Williams guy.
So as far as 2006, he was a Dogs fan.
Yes. Well, so much so that when he had to pick his saint name,
Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's hot.
Oh, out.
Oh, plenty of Apex Oval about that.
so much so that he decided to make his saint name Saint Bill in an attempt to be Tim Bill Williams.
Huge from him.
Enormous.
And with that, like the bill,
There's no Saint Bill.
Mate, my sister-in-law, Grace, shout out to her, we call her Shaniqua, and I went through the Saints looking for a Saint Shaniqua because I'm like, it'd be hilarious if we actually jimmied this up.
Couldn't find it.
Well, there wasn't a Saint Shaniqua, which was disappointing.
Shockingly, not a Saint Bill either. Timmy Bill Williams.
There isn't a Saint Bill.
There'd be a Saint William, maybe.
Well, there was a Saint William, which his mum suggested, but Tim William Williams was a bit...
Yeah,
How you going?
Timmy Will Williams.
I'm pretty sure to become a saint, you have to have recorded evidence of 2 miracles. Is that correct?
it?
Can we look that up? Is it 2 miracles?
Yeah, when one won't do.
I think there's an Australian saint.
So Nathan Cleary only needs one more, does he?
Well, are you assuming do the Broncos win?
Yeah, I think that's got to be a miracle.
How do you become a saint? How many miracles do you need to perform? I think it's 2. Could be wrong. Maybe it's just 1.
Now, good to see Nate
you can
Cleary
fluke one.
kicking for touch there, boys. More so for our State of Origin chances.
Well, how?
2.
Yeah, well, fuck, look at me, mate. Just,
Yeah,
that's the
you
sort of
know your
information
saints.
I retain. How many miracles must one perform
complete.
before they become a saint? Obviously, that comes down to the fact that you can fluke a miracle.
Can we also...
Can't
Can
fluke 2.
we get some Dioring on, like, what's the most sceptical miracle that's been passed?
I think there'd be a couple going around.
There'd have to be heaps, but there would have to be a
Well,
standout
listen,
one.
turning water into wine. I'd like to see that.
It was seen, mate.
Oh, here we go. Oh, deal.
Why don't you give it to Brian, you fucking idiots? He's begging for it.
He is begging for it.
Get the ball to Blaze.
Back.
Get the ball to Do something, bro.
Oh, McLean
What?
trying to stand up Critter.
Almost did.
Oh, they're having a serious battle out there.
What was the unders? That needed a good honest Australian lick.
So it says the most frequently cited skeptical miracle.
Oh, Brian, give it to him. Sorry, Cody.
No, you're good.
In the red zone here, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
Just in the red zone here, Codes.
Go to Go Blaze! Go Blaze!
Oh, wow. Wow. What a tackle.
Ruse, mate.
Get off his cockaroo.
Ruse, mate. Calling for him to be dropped.
Yeah, they can't win it with Tracy. Lad.
I can't
That's
win
your
it with
fault.
Tracy Ansek. Oh, I can't believe he didn't score.
That's an absolute ripper.
The Milky Bar kid was begging for that ball.
Oh, that's a ripper.
Shit.
That's rugby league.
Yeah, what's the dodgiest miracle?
Yeah, so it says the most frequently cited skeptical miracle is the miracle of the sun. Reported at Fatima, Portugal in 1917. Skeptics attributed the reported phenomenon, such as the sun appearing to dance or change colours, to a combination of natural optical effects, meteorological conditions, and psychological suggestibility of the witnesses.
There you go.
Okay.
Bit
There you go. Yeah, no, there's a bit on there. Sound like they're on something.
Who benefited from that?
Yeah, who was hocking that
saint?
miracle?
Leave it with me.
Like, if it's disputed, I need to know by whom.
What year do you reckon is the most recent miracle? Well, that was 1917.
Mate, they brought in a saint recently. There'd be someone they're fucking trying to...
There'd have to be, I reckon there would have been one last year.
A miracle?
Well, do they bring in Saints regularly, Tom?
I don't know, mate. Listen, I'm not.
Are you talking Cardinals, mate?
No, I mean no. Certainly don't mean Cardinals. But like, I mean, are you still dishing out Sainthoods, or does Sainthoods just stop now that everyone's got fucking camera phones?
When was the Australian Saint? Was it the 30s?
Was that McKillop?
It was Mary McKillop. Mary McKillop.
Shout out to Mary McKillop. Good style of a woman.
Anyway, what are you saying here, Roo?
Yeah, you're right. Mary McKillop.
30s?
Canonised on October 17, 2010. Beautified in
I remember
1995.
2010, was she still around then?
2010? No, but when were the miracles done?
I think she's buried in North Sydney, isn't she?
Mate, I don't know who the fuck
This is
knows
what you
that.
come here for. This is what you come here for.
Where was Mary McKillop born? Cut that up into a real punters and dribblers. Cut that one up into a fucking reel.
Were you two in Sydney when the extravaganza was happening down at Coogee Beach of the pole that looked like Mary?
No.
Ring any bells here?
Excuse me?
It's still there. If you know where the
I love
Barley,
those. They're so dribbly, that shit.
where the Barley Memorial is.
I know where that is.
Coogee,
Yeah.
where that statue is, just
Yep.
behind it, there's a white. They've got the white picket fence sort of posts that are there. There was one of those that they believed was Mary. It's
So what,
People are
Mary's-
still putting flowers there. And stuff.
Mary's
It was like-
decided to reveal herself on a post. On a
Yeah,
fucking,
it was people. There was hundreds of people gathering on that hill for weeks. There's still
Really?
flowers
Where
there.
is
Have a look. What end is it? The north end of Coogee.
That's some dribbly shit.
There you go. Mary McKillop, 1875, the miracle.
What was she doing?
Not sure. Not sure. Just reading the comments, mate.
Does Roo know more about Saints or Rugby League Immortals?
Great question.
Fair question.
Can you name them, mate?
Name all the
Name them
Immortals,
all.
Roo.
In order.
How many are there now? 14?
13, 14. I think there's only 8.
We stop at 8, but anyway.
Yeah, so you would have what? Mal, Joey, Wally, Langlands. You would have, who was recent? Ron Coote, Frank Burge. He's at 6. Go. Oh. Come to Preston. Artie Beetson, 7.
Shout out to Artie.
Shout out to him. Great tackle.
Reg Gaznia, what's that? 9.
Don't know, mate. You should be counting, lad.
Clive Churchill.
Miss him. Gonna need to get a good kick in here, Sex. They're going short, big Billy kicks. Oh!
Snapped.
How about that for a tackle from Tungo?
Snapped.
He fed Bronson Cherry.
fed. Kid
See,
was
I think
hungry.
you're better
Yum, yum,
off
yum.
to turn the ball over there in a corner. Then
Great
kick, risk a 7 tackle
defence.
set. Probably don't get the ball back.
You done much coaching, mate?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I coached the mighty Coogee Wombats a couple of years ago.
To glory?
First year to glory, then we went up a div and we did not get glory.
Dude, there's nothing. There's no.
Reality hit the bats pretty quickly, let me tell you that much.
There's no glory in going up a div. Just keep winning. Just keep winning.
You know where there's glory? Going down a div and dominating. He's lost that.
Straight up low, getting penalties away. Is Ashley Klein doing this game?
Fuck off. He lost that.
Ashley Klein's doing this game. No,
he's
who's
not.
that?
Is that G?
No, it's not Jesus. What's his name? You know what's funny, dude? I see referees, like, you see these refs all the time, and their names fade.
Yeah.
Like, I know Ashley Klein because I genuinely don't like his refereeing. Mm-hmm. He fucks me off more, like, not just because of an Origin, because of recency bias with Origin, right? But, like, I don't know who that guy is. But I know who that guy is, and I just can't remember his name.
I know hardly any of them by face. I don't know how all you fans I can remember who's who and
I'm
who
gonna go
coached
try
you,
it.
who refed you when. When I did the these hats actually for the Kangaroo tour, I had 8 ordered to the New South Wales Rugby League, and I was like, "What the fuck is it?" Anyway, turns out it was a heap of the refs that brought Kangaroo hats.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. Nice
Grant
to have
Atkins.
the,
Shout
nice
out
to have
Grant.
the refs on board, mate.
I
Nice
think
to have
so.
the refs.
We bumped into a ref in Vegas. No, it wasn't Ashley Klein, mate.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you did? Right, well, no one can hear you off mic. So you just go-
Tobler bumped into Ashley Klein in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's not who we bumped into.
Just know, though, he's off mic telling that story to everyone.
We did a bit of our own Dioring,
Jesus.
Guru.
Yeah.
Because we were thinking to ourselves, does the rugby league fan like to tie itself in knots? And do we sit here and go, oh, fucking put the whistle away, mate. You know, the game's better if you don't blow penalties. We went back to like games in the 90s when everyone's like, that's the fucking pure shit.
Oh, what do we got here? Oh.
How did he
Great
stay in then?
tackle.
Oh, he put his foot out.
Oh, no.
Oh, this actually, is it McLean? McLean's fucking...
Dude, the Panthers are here to play rugby league football.
Dude, this kid has shown up to go, I'm taking it to Crichton here. I'm taking it to the weapon. Oh, Marcelo in game 150.
Yeah, that is a rule.
Well, of course it is.
So we went back to
What
like
do you mean?
games of the 90s.
If you have your foot on the line and you touch the ball, it's fucking out.
No. The man playing the ball can put his foot on out, and it's not out, though.
Oh.
It's like a little jink in the rule.
That's such a dumb, pointless rule.
Yeah, it's one of the more rugby league
That
things
doesn't
of all
make
time.
any sense.
That just makes no sense at all.
So, back to my, really engaging yarn. We
What
went
was it?
back and checked the 90s games. There was like 18 or 19 penalties blown in those games back then as well.
Yeah, dude. I think it happens all the time. But
But
can
I
I tell
like
you
to,
what the
I like to
difference
think
was
of the
then?
90s, mate. You always fucking one or two penalties, mate. That was it.
Yeah, because we didn't watch 7 replays of everything in slow motion.
True.
So
Yeah.
everyone just got the fuck on with it.
And
you forgot.
And it probably wasn't 9-0 at one point. It was probably just they gave away heaps.
Yeah. And you also weren't bombarded on social media after the game with every fucking complaint under the sun.
Well, you can't miss anything now, mate. That's the problem. However,
Game's gone soft.
well, I can't
Unders.
get away from the
Huh?
rev.
Unders.
Mate, I
what we were
said
just
that. I
saying.
licked the fuck out of the unders. What am I thinking? I'm not paying attention sometimes.
No, I know. It's frustrating, isn't it?
Like, you've got two great defensive sides going mano a mano here. You give the unders a lick, Tom. You just do. Mm-hmm. You get me.
Huge.
You get me, Tom.
No, mate, I get you.
Should we have a little
Livey?
flutter? Yeah, a little kind of a livey. What minute does Galvin come on the field?
I was just thinking about Galvin then as well. Mate,
Who would he come on for?
Great question.
well, he either comes on for Reed or he comes on for...
Comes on for Reed, Sexton. or Hayward.
Yeah.
Go!
Rue had Preston first try scorer, for those of you wondering what we're laughing at. At moustache on Preston. That
was
that's
high.
The Cougar.
Last time Galvin came on, I believe Sexton went to 9 and Reed went off.
Yes, that's right.
correct.
So what, 65th?
Ish.
I'm going to say close
than that.
game. I'm going to say 62 he comes on.
When were you thinking, Tom, earlier than that?
Well, you say if it's a close game. I don't know. I'm just sort of thinking like if there's nothing doing and they want to try
Yeah,
and
but
have a
if
game
Reed-
breaker on,
But if Reed goes off, he doesn't come back on, right?
you wouldn't think so.
So
Put
what,
Sexton
earlier
in
than
there.
that?
Well, it just depends what they're trying to do. What Serraldo's seeing out there. You know? Maybe Serraldo's saying when we're in good ball, Toby Sexton isn't taking advantage of his opportunities, but Reed's out there being a mongrel cunt like we know he can be. Maybe we keep Reed on.
What, when they're getting good ball?
Well, in good ball, mate. Yeah.
Shit.
He's getting taped to high heaven.
Well, mate, the guy's had pretty much just like an unstoppable run for 7 years.
Now, on a extended note, if Toto was to be not 100% fit,
that's a
That's
knock
gone
on.
back. No, they'll call it a knock on.
It's a knock on in
Thank
rugby
God.
league terms.
Yeah, but it's not a knock
oh
on.
my God.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the fucking way the game's reffed.
Yeah, but we can celebrate when things go right.
Are you at the point with a call like that, would you rather common sense or consistency?
Fuck me dead. He just got his bell rung.
Rue, if they come out and they say, if you drop the ball, it's a fucking turnover, like, I could get along with it, but the amount of knock-on calls that
I
aren't
would hate
knock-ons
that.
do my fucking head in.
If-
I would rather them go, if the ball is not knocked forward in relation to your try line, then it's not a fucking knock on. But it's often refed like if you drop it, it's a knock on.
Oh my God,
That's often how it's refed.
I reckon that by Blaze there is a knock on 70% of the time.
That's not a knock on though.
It's not.
No,
but it's
I
called
reckon
a knock on.
higher.
Yeah, but that's the problem.
Yes.
I'm like, don't do that because it's not a knock on.
So you'd rather common sense over consistency.
Yeah,
I want
fuck
the
dude.
rugby union interpretation,
Which is?
which is like way more in line of if it's not knocked forward, it's not a knock on.
Okay.
It looks worse than it was. Still pretty big. I can't imagine being hit like that from Viliami kick out. Oh, he's not converting.
That's not good. Don't love that.
Not converting.
They put up some photos during the week from Panthers training. I got very excited because Cleary had no, he's got the thing over his quad there.
Yep.
Yeah, he had nothing on during the week, and it got me. See, he's got it
Yeah,
on.
he's got on now.
Got me a little bit hot and heavy, but
He had a nude quad.
yeah.
Love a nude quad.
Well, I don't like a sheathed quad, that's for sure. Not one bit. Hey. You're all right, Chili.
So, the latest comment, Guru, and I'll allow you a retort.
Yeah.
Guru thinks you don't need a halfback to win. This is the last 20 years pretty
Yeah.
much. Cleary, Hughes,
This is the
Cronk,
most intense thing
JT,
I've
Renault,
ever seen.
Cherry, Evans, Pearce.
This is Josh Button not listening to what
Josh
Guru
Barton
said.
of No He Is phone.
No, that's not what he said. But, I mean, Roo, what do you want to say back to Josh?
I would say to Josh,
Go on, mate.
scroll down in the bottom of the of your screen to what I actually said, and take that in.
And then what? And then what? Go fuck yourself or
Yeah,
something
go
like that?
fuck yourself. That's a good one.
What, go sit on it stuff? Or?
Go sit on it.
And
No lube.
rotate.
Joey to fucking...
No, I think the game is moving away from traditional sevens like that, and if you're a good enough system, you can get by without it. But
There you go.
you hear what you want to hear, Josh, eh?
That's all he was saying, Barton.
Well, he ignored exactly. He basically blocked his ears when you were talking, Roo. He didn't want to hear the system stuff, mate. Defence wins comps.
Milky.
Dude, Milky's playing rugby league this year.
Yeah, he is.
They've taken his photos, and he's like, "Okay, I've got it. It's my time to turn the fuck up."
Scope got a photo outside the resto bar, Eddie.
He said he was having dinner at the zoo.
He just got a photo outside
Oh,
during the day
right.
for it.
Okay, nice. Huge.
With a bloody nice big flex.
Well, because Press is next door. Shout out to the Cafe Press. So he's obviously taking it full advantage.
taking the opportunity.
Did Jenkins go on your blackboard on About Even?
Yeah, he did.
Was
Scored that weekend.
Did that almost directly correlate to his
Everyone scored that weekend,
turn in form this year?
except one.
The other thing that correlated to his turn in form was me dropping him from my draft side.
Yeah. Mate, we create heroes. That's what we do.
And Homole scored that week. And shocker, I've got
And-
Jenkins on my bet.
And KPP did.
Fucking
And KPP. Everyone scored that weekend who was on the blackboard.
Except Ramian, who was on a bye.
Ramian should
Everyone
still
scored.
be on there. KPP should still be on
Yeah,
there.
but you can bet your bottom dollar last dollar you got. Ramian scored that weekend if he wasn't
I don't think Ramian, I could be wrong, I don't think he's scored since Vegas.
huge. Because you're on him every week, really, eh?
I've been known to
Have a little sidey on Ramian.
flirt with Ramian.
2-0. God, the unders.
One of the biggest penises ever seen in a rugby league dressing room is what I've been told by a former premiership winning 5'8".
Yeah, last try Vegas.
Jesse Ramian.
Yep.
I wouldn't say it shocks me.
Yeah, I might have heard a similar yarn.
Oh, good stuff.
This is good, honest rugby league D. Brian, I don't like.
His sheathed calf and his
He
strap
doesn't.
knee.
He looks ginger.
Oh,
He looks ginger to me.
you don't like to see ginger when it's on sushi.
Yeah, or red nuts.
Great point. Great point.
But red nuts with ticker.
Well, they all,
Well, they go
you go
one
one
of
or
two
the other,
ways.
yeah.
They go one of two ways. They
You
turn,
either earn the nickname Bluey or you don't.
yeah.
well, you're either a bluey or you like to close the blinds and shit into a bucket and play online fucking games. You know what I mean?
They're your options. Choose wisely.
What do you choose?
Oh, I haven't got the backy on old mate there. What's his name again?
Karen.
Karen.
Do you choose a lice of transparent skin,
Oh,
or do you want to, fight blokes?
What about one of the throat goats returning this week? Taylor Main, reserve grade.
is he really?
Named for the West Tigers.
Well, he's
Reggies.
almost the original throat goat. Oh, Milky, give that,
You've got
lad.
it, mate.
Come on, McLean.
Centers these days just love fucking holding the
Well,
pill.
McLean's he's just high on taking on Critter at the moment. It's like, dude.
What are our
Centers
about
are hogs.
evens?
That's just a fact.
Yep. Sorry, what were you saying there?
What have we got on about? I've got Dogs 1 to 12. Preston.
I've got either team less than 12.5, which looks okay, but I've got 2 try scorers, which is I've got Critter and Brian. Yep.
I've got Jenkins and Montoya, and I've got Panthers -2.5.
Yeah. 2 try scorers. I'm
2 try scorers.
I'm not happy about, especially with the Ginger Brian.
Via the NRL Physio broadcast channel. Go check it out. In terms of those asking about Cleary not goal kicking but able to regular play kick, best way I can explain it in simple terms is goal kicking puts more pressure on the groin muscles, more of an across the body kick as opposed to straight up and down.
Oh.
It's good at what he does, Fizz.
He's very good at what he does. He's very good at what he does, and he utilises the mediums at his disposal to provide for the people.
Yes. He's a very good man.
We had
You had a
on
beer with
once.
him?
No, we had him on the potty once to talk about who do you reckon on our side we wanted to talk about.
Oh, of course.
Oh! Go, Jacob! Go! Oh,
That's why you come here.
Oh,
That's why you
rude.
come here.
Oh!
The Cougar. He strikes.
What was he paying?
Heaps. Don't know.
Oh, you
You
motherfucker.
come onto listen, you come onto a nerd
I
out
bet you put
and you got to perform.
Thank you.
Credit where credit's due, Roo. That was huge.
You better have put the bet on, you bastard.
You know what I'm loving? Listening to Rando taking Preston out and putting Critter in. Loving that.
Did you have Preston, did you?
Originally, yeah. But
It's delicious.
He was paying 15 first try scorer, I'm pretty sure.
Is that it?
Yeah.
well, you should know, mate.
Wild, I got a Scotty
didn't.
Sorensen at
no
9
way he
last
did.
week.
You didn't put the bet on.
You
did
just
you?
know he put the bet on.
Only found out 3 minutes. before
Reeks,
No, he
reeks
didn't
of
put
it.
the bet on.
No way. I'm going to put good money on the fact he didn't put the bet on. When we made it, Ned's.
You know what? You're not winning many bets of late. That's one you will get up.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So no one got first try scorer.
Okay, so, yeah.
No one got it.
No. I might have mentioned Preston once as well, mate.
Yeah,
I mentioned it to the cabbie on the way here, mate.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Oh, that's disappointing.
that is. Not about it.
I could tell, though. The way you celebrate it wasn't pure.
No, as soon as I said, what was he paying? He goes, I don't know. I'm like, that's a
Well,
lie.
there wasn't purity there.
You know what he's paying.
Well, mate, he's got great recall. The guy can tell you the last fucking 300 players to...
If you're on someone for FTS, you know what they're paying. That is for damn sure.
I just need Dogs 1 to 12 now. About even.
I'm going to be honest with you. The guy's starting to find a little bit of form.
Roo?
And
Yeah, he
it
is.
frightens me. He was betting this week with substance.
Bit of vigour in the step.
Mate, you're one of the great weeks, you know.
Well, you started to put a bit of chili oil on your bet, son.
Serious chili oil. He's having a fucking great. He's having a great couple of weeks. Let's be honest. He is. Kid's having a great.
Righto, Roo, we'll move on from the fact that you didn't put your bet on, but you pretended you did, which is, it is what it is.
Well,
mate. I still like you, but it's
uncouth.
you shot for that in some countries. Question for Guru: do you think Mahoney going back to Para is a bad move? That's from Adrian.
Yeah, if I was Parramatta, I don't think I'd do it. I don't think they need to do it. Got Riley Smith. I've actually heard Parramatta, which I would argue with the same point, are very interested in this Talon de Silva. From
Yep.
Cody's mate.
Yeah,
Manly's having a good look. Manly's having a red
good player.
hot look.
seen the eyebrows on him.
Dude, they're fucking insane. I actually, it made me want to do top 5 eyebrows in rugby league, but I honestly couldn't think of anyone but him. And maybe Zach Bailey, as Brent Reed brought up. Zach Bailey's got some phenomenal. He's a journo, but he's still in rugby
He
league.
does have a good set on him.
Talon de Silva's the best.
You can go a long way with a big set of brows.
He looks like he trims his back, but also colours him in with texture. I don't know what's going on there. Because you can't see skin. Like, you cannot see even
that's a good kick.
a hint of skin underneath those. Oh,
Milky Bar almost dropped that.
Yeah, I don't love Parramatta chasing a 9. I'm a big Riley Smith guy. I think they've got their their 9 for the future in him.
Where do you reckon Talon ends up, Roo?
I'm hearing more and more Parramatta, which I don't love once again. Have you got a mic, or did you just say that out loud?
No, I've got a mic.
What are you, like... I don't know if Bud Sullivan returns, so you've lost Galvin, you're going to lose...
Bud won't come back.
I don't think Bud will come back.
He won't, no.
But couldn't they make him come back?
Well,
I don't think we want him back.
I don't think they'll force him to come. I don't think there's any point. I think Bud will stay, and I think Dodd will go back to England if I was a betting man.
As
I
he
think
probably
that's how
should,
it'll work in
Dodd.
South Sydney.
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
Good
holiday.
Yeah, are you getting a little bit thin, Toads?
Look, the thing that's frustrating about this is, and the thing that's happened to us like over the last 10 years is like, we lose players who want to go and play for bigger and better clubs, which is like, that's tough to cop, but you can't do anything about it. But the club like constantly shoots itself in the foot in terms of like retaining the players underneath them.
Uh-huh.
And Roo, you'll be familiar with the large boys,
Yep.
a hooker and a 5'8" centre, who we let go merely, 9 months ago?
Yeah, about that.
Shout out to
both
Onnetson Large.
Yeah, who are both at Manly now, and now we've lost a 5'8" and a hooker. And it's like, that's the frustrating part for me. I don't know. And obviously losing Talon sucks, but Appy's got to be the priority, so.
Has
Ashton Large.
losing
Large
Talon,
boys.
has that got more to do with that he's a Galvin guy? Or that... Appy's
Fuck,
there?
that's a big kick.
By
huge.
everything, Benji even did a press conference today, and he kind of reiterated everything that's been in the paper all week, but he wants to stay. He just wants to play first grade, so he's going to go play somewhere else. So if they re-sign Appy, he's going.
Yeah.
Which is what they're doing.
Yeah,
So
I
he's
mean,
going.
I don't know if that totally convinces me it's not a
Neither.
Galvin-related thing, but anyway.
Yeah, they're pretty close. To be honest, my money's on him going to the Bulldogs, so.
Well,
That would be.
that
That feels
would
like it wouldn't
support
be
the argument of
But it feels like it wouldn't be necessary. Sorry.
Galvin thing.
I also find it pretty scalp. Like the two biggest prospects going to the biggest team. Or the best team in the comp this year.
Yeah, but you guys have been...
They're not the biggest team
The Bulldogs? No, they're not the biggest team, mate.
Team coming first.
Well, okay.
for now.
I mean, yes, they are coming first, but they've been shit for a long time until the last 2 years.
And they haven't won shit yet. Do you know what I mean?
If they went to Penrith, I think you'd be...
Or Melbourne.
Or Manly.
See Melbourne today.
Yeah, or Manly, yeah.
Grant Anderson is officially going to the Broncos.
Great signing.
Good signing. But it means that Melbourne's going to have to go out and sign an outside back, I would assume. I'm very keen to see who they land. Like, I feel like they got Josh Adokar, 10 odd years ago, whatever that was. I'd love to see them go for this Calm Piera from the Titans. That scored
Oh,
50
yeah.
tries in 50 games or whatever.
Him out.
In fact, I'd love to see them sign any of the outside backs from the Titans that are all
Fast as fuck.
but can't tackle, and Melbourne would sort them out. Like a Brian Kelly or a Jojo Fafita or
Yep.
a Phil Sami would be a cracking signing.
What happened here? Fuck, Kurt Mann looks old.
He's not young.
I know. I was shocked at how old he was, but he
How old is Kurt Mann?
32.
I think he's the oldest Queensland debutant since Artie Beetson. Have you heard the yarn about Kurt Mann in the SG Ball Grand Final like 12 years ago?
No.
Totes, do you know what I'm talking about or not?
Say that again, sorry?
The Kurt Mann in the SG Ball Grand Final about 12 years ago?
No.
Type it up, see if you can find the footage, show the boys. He was a Newcastle kid, Kurt Mann,
Kurt Mann in the SG Ball Grand Final.
and they get to the end of the game, right?
Have I seen it?
They're playing the Bulldogs, and I'm pretty sure it's the Doggies, and he gets the ball. They're up by 4, I think. He gets the ball 30 metres out from his own line. The siren's about to go. He tries to kick the ball dead, and when he hits it, he grubbers it dead, and the ball gets the in-goals and just sits up 3 times, and Canterbury come through and score. Take the game into Golden Point. I think they ended
they
up
lose?
winning. No, I think they ended up winning. But he
Holy-
just turns around at the 30-metre line, boots it dead, and in the in-goals just goes dunk, dunk, dunk.
Oh, my God.
One of the dribblers in the comments will have a link to it, or they'll remember it. It was
Mate.
wild.
Mate.
And then he moved to Melbourne the year after, I'm pretty sure.
Kurt Mann was at Melbourne.
Yep.
Mate, Melbourne can get whoever the fuck they want, though. Like, if they call you up and they go, come down, you do.
I don't know what they haven't played this Pahulu kid yet they got from the Titans. I really like him. I think he'll be a really good signing. Do something, Blaze. Go, bruh.
Oh,
Jesus.
Is that Connor Tracy again?
Yeah, Connor, you disrespected him.
Mate.
You
He's been
disrespected him,
good.
bro. How come Guru doesn't support a team? He does. He supports the Roosters.
Fan of the game.
He supports his state. That we do.
He does support his state, I'll tell you that much. All right. That was a...
Thank God you don't sit on the fence like Horo does in regards to Origin.
Oh, yeah, no.
He goes for
Well,
Queensland,
no, he does
doesn't he,
go
Hoz?
for Queensland.
No, he started to roll out. I just love the contest.
Yeah, and we started getting him. He was pro New South Wales when he was in here for the Chicks game.
Yeah. Well, because we just have to ask him, like, where, what state did you suckle at?
Isaac is a journo for ABC, and Zero Tackle is saying eyebrows to Manly potentially mid-season.
All right. Are we triviaing?
This season.
Yeah, as in to Manly this season.
We're looking.
Roo,
I'm ready, mate. I'm fucking ready when you are.
Now, I had some notes written down to go through and build it, so I might have to do this off the dome.
well, find your notes.
Yeah, I'm having a bit
It's
of...
all right.
Mate, there's plenty of
Eddie
time.
lost his notes the other day. We were standing with Danica Mason trying to do this video, and Eddie's lost his notes. I'm like, this couldn't have been the worst time to fuck this one up, mate.
Isn't she one of the great humans?
She's awesome. She's super cool.
She's fantastically nice. She's elite at her job.
Yeah.
She is, yes.
She
Like spicy margs.
likes spicy margs, and she has a great tempo, like a great energy.
She's also married to one of the great Waverlians in Chris O'Keefe.
No, you're thinking of Yvonne Sampson.
I am too.
Danica
I
is
have
with
got that
Liam
confused.
Knight, I think. Is she still with him? Don't know.
He's over in
also-
England, I think.
I
Yes.
think she might be still with him.
Did a long
But
dizzy.
Danica's fabulous.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
I actually met Danica in Vegas for the first time. She is nice. I was thinking of...
You were thinking of
the
Yvonne
entire time.
Sampson / knee Sampson, now O'Keefe.
All right, half time.
You find him?
Yeah, I got
There
it.
you go.
What
Bit
are
of
people
fucking
playing
pattern.
for here, mate?
I've got a Guru Steeden that's
Yep.
yet to be released, a Kangaroo hat,
Yep.
and what are
What
you
are we
chucking
chucking
up?
in?
We've got something.
Something,
Well, do we want to say, or you
Yeah,
just
no, I'm gonna wet the rugby league whistle of the people
day
tonight.
hat.
In honour of Rue being here, okay. In honour of Rue's Clues, in honour of rugby league trivia, we will be giving away yet to be released Hello Sport merch, which drops in about 3 weeks.
Oh, the bomber,
The bomber.
Huge.
the black bomber.
So you'll be top of the list when it arrives. Gets shipped out. That's we're playing for fucking glory here tonight.
Black bombers are hot as fuck. Joey Johns got one the other day.
Loves it.
He
Doesn't take it
He
off.
doesn't take it. Sleeps in it.
Now, before I start, Totes, do I have a camera? Okay.
Oh, he doesn't have a camera. Yeah, hold on, we just got to wait for his camera.
Plenty of time, mate.
Plenty of time. Those old Bulldogs jerseys were sick.
You watched Titanic lately, Rue?
Nah, not for a while. I reckon I only
Have you watched
it.
Have you watched the Titan submersible disaster?
No, is it good?
Fucking good. Watch it.
Scotty Lloyd's
Unbelievable.
also just sent us a baddie patrol meme, but let's just get into this first. We'll come back to it.
Okay, so tonight we've got the Penrith Panthers and the Canterbury Bulldogs. I went through the history of these two teams to find the last time they played each other in a big game. Had to go back pretty far. So, you might remember in 2003, the Panthers won the grand final. 2004, the Bulldogs won the grand final. Penrith were trying to go back-to-back in 2004. They ran into the Bulldogs in the prelim final, September 25, 2004. Just to give you a bit of context to the game, Dally M Winger of the Year and the top try scorer, Amos Roberts, was lining up on the wing for Penrith. Dally M Centre of the Year, Willie Tonga, was lining up for the Canterbury Bulldogs.
Shout to Willie.
A couple of friends of the show were running around in this game. Braithen Astor, Willie Mason, Ryan Girdler of Manly Flat Track Bullies fame was getting a run in there.
We haven't recovered from that comment.
Mate, that was one of the great picks.
Yeah, it was
all time.
unreal.
We haven't
Yes.
recovered from that comment.
Still so true to this day. Now, Girdler, he scored the first points in this game. He kicked a penalty goal in the 10th minute. The first try was scored in the 25th minute. That was awarded by Tim Mander back in the day.
Oh, miss him.
Now, I know you're probably expecting me to ask you to tell me who scored the try. I want you to go one better. I want you to call in and commentate the try to me as it played out.
Fucking hell.
Because it was an absolute cracker of a meat pie. And if you know, you know. If you're fast enough on your dial, you'll be able to maybe get it up on your phone or something. But I'm not accepting answers. I want you to commentate the play from start to finish and tell me how it played out.
Okay.
And put some vigour into it.
Yeah,
so.
you got to give it. So, well, but
Gotta
hold
give
on.
it some.
If they commentate it correctly, but they don't give it some, are you going to tell them to fucking kick rocks, or is
It's my job to dictate whether the play was correct or not. I think it's your job to dictate
vim and
the
vigor
gusto.
and gusto?
Yes.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
So I can't see a phone number, but
No, listen. You tell us when someone's up.
I like that though, Roo.
No, it's
because
good.
you can just look up, who scored.
yes, which they will be able to do. But
Yep.
the real nuffies will get this one.
Yeah. If you're a purist, you'll know.
Yeah, probably have Sowie ringing up in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so question from James. This is just while we're waiting for people to call in. Who scored the try to level the scores before the Darren Lockyer field goal in his last game for the Broncos? Was that against the Dragons, that last game?
Yeah, Gerard Beale put his knee through his face.
Yes, he did. Who scored the try?
He missed the next game, didn't he? Was that against Manly, the next game?
Well, Manly won the grand final that year.
Yeah, maybe it
2008.
was against Manly. Yeah, they went out without Lockie the weekend after. What a shit way to finish. I've actually got no idea of that. I'm going to say it was Gerald Beale himself. Yeah, sure. I'm going to go Beale.
It was Darius Boyd.
Now something's just come across my desk. I got to check if it's real. I don't know if this is Lukey Stove fucking with me. Reedy's mail. I almost don't want to fucking. He's posted this 3 minutes ago. This is Anthony Seibold in his press conference today. Like, what's going on in Israel and Ukraine? That's pressure. If you think about life, right, every single one of us is going to die.
That can't be real.
It's fucking real.
In a presser?
Anthony Seibold on pressure.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, from Reedy's Insta. Thanks, Lukey. I've just got to check that out. That's fucking... that seems unnecessary.
It's also not.
It's not.
It's not reflective of the human condition. Like if you're nervous about something, right? Like let's say you are.
You get on stage.
You're performing for the first time a live show at the Opera House in front of 2,000 people. You can't just say to your body, "Don't be nervous, bro," because you're going to die one day.
No. Oi, you think you're nervous? Think about someone who's worried about getting bombed.
Imagine going into the dressing room before a GF. Don't be nervous, boys.
Don't be nervous. Think of Gaza.
Did you see that stat then? Sorry to distract.
No, don't worry, mate. I'll be doing this for the rest of the night.
20 missed tackles in this half. There was
Don't
one
be
missed tackle
nervous,
every
think
2
of
minutes in
Gaza.
this game.
It didn't feel like there was that many missed tackles.
I'm saying that's not many.
Oh, I thought you were saying. I think you said there was heaps.
No,
Sorry,
I said the
I was
opposite.
thinking
No.
about Gaza.
I tell you who didn't miss any. Your mate, CT.
Yeah, he did have it. Yeah,
He was on.
I'm
Now,
playing,
their phone number, 0483 144 593. I don't even know if we said that. That's the phone number.
It should be on the screen.
It's on screen, yeah.
I can't get over that Ghazi
Listen,
yarn.
it's the toughest question comfortably that Rue's ever given. Like, what's going on over in Israel and Ukraine? That's pressure, right? If you think about life, right, every single one of us is going to die. Great point.
Great point. So just like essentially don't be nervous or feel any pressure ever.
It's a great point Anthony made. It's a great point.
Nervous before your wedding, are you, mate? You will die one day, mate. Silly.
That's a fucking rugby league quote.
Are we looking at your next coach, boys?
No.
If you had to pick one of those three to be your next coach,
Why do I have to pick one of those three, though?
I'm just saying they're just in front of us.
I'd take Jess Yates.
So that's, I think, where Tom and I have a bit of an issue, is it feels like Manly hierarchy, and I could be wrong here, are saying, well, Mick's around the club, so he'll do. Like, if you're picking the coach of a club, wouldn't you just go, I want to look across the world?
Who do you want?
I don't know. If we scour this earth, including Gaza, Israel, and Ukraine, for a coach,
I'm talking scouring it.
And we come up with, at the end of this scouring of the planet, we come up with Mick Ennis being our greatest option.
Then pick him. Give him a contract.
But
I want to scour first.
If you're picking Mick pre-scour, I'm upset because I think that the club deserves a scour.
What about like a Brad Arthur?
Yes, we've already said that. I'd take Brad.
I'd take Brad too.
I'd take Brad. I'd take all of
Also, we're talking about 2028, by the way. I'd be keeping a close eye.
Are we?
Well, that was
Who's on the line? Patrick, go for it. Commentate away.
The Bulldogs on the charge. Inside the 10. Sherwin with a little grabber through. It's bouncing. It's loose in the end goal. El Masri's there. He grounds it. That's a hat-trick for Hazem El Masri. Unbelievable scenes here at Telstra Stadium. He's having a night to remember. And the Bulldogs are marching into the grand final.
It was the first try, brother. He's not a hat-trick.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
All right, the Bulldogs spreading it wide now. And that's with the cutout pass. Finds Harris. Harris draws the defender. Flicks it back inside. El Masri, he's in the space. Hazem El Masri dives over in the corner. That's vintage Bulldogs footy. Precision passing. And who else but El Masri to finish it off with style.
Patrick, I respect that you've come in with this completely blind and just pretended like you had the slightest fucking clue what was happening. I actually respect it more than whoever gets it right.
Did he just make that call up?
The whole thing. He made both of them up.
That was great.
He made them both up.
Did he?
Oh, he had me fooled. I'm like, this guy knows his shit.
Oi, Patrick.
Pat, give him a jacket.
Give him a jacket. Pat gets a jacket.
Dude, I was like, oh, this guy knows it.
Dude, well done.
Where are you from,
done.
Patrick?
Canberra.
Fucking
take the jacket
Pat.
off him.
Yeah, take
the jacket off him.
Who do you go for?
Tigers.
Hang up, mate.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Hang
You
up.
jacket.
Email turbo@hellosport.com.au.
Thank you very
Good
much.
on you, Patrick.
Well done, brother.
Oh, Patrick.
He just made that
That
up.
was mad.
Dude, that sounded legit. I was like, oh, okay, this guy's won it. I was looking at you thinking he got it. It's a
For
tough
the record,
question.
it's a lot easier than that. He wasn't far off on his first one that was a guess, to be fair. He was one detail short.
But you were smiling. I'm like, oh, he's got it.
He's got it.
I thought he had it until he didn't. You'll understand why soon.
God, that was dribbly. I love that. Yep.
Blake,
Yo,
where
what's
you
going
from?
on, boys?
Where you from, mate?
Mate, I'm from Coffs Harbour, New South Wales. I'm currently in Melbourne, though.
All right, rip into it, son. Give us the commentary call.
All right. Sherman, 19 metres out, kicks it through. El Masri scored. They're going to have to go up and check it. Oh, no, they won't. They've awarded it. El Masri scored in the corner.
Well done, mate. Very well done.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
What sort of a kick was it?
It was like a low sort of, what would you call it, like a little dink?
A little dink?
Yeah, I'll pay that.
Oh,
yeah.
I know,
The
a
guy
little
before
dink.
said a grubber. It was a dink.
It was a
chip.
dink.
No, it was a dink. It was a low flying kick.
You know a
across the
dink
ground.
when you say
Oh, there's a
like,
huge difference.
There's a massive difference.
You know,
Hey,
you can
well
grab
done.
or you
Adios,
can
boys.
dink.
Stay on the line, mate. We'll get you details. Well done.
Mate, I can't wait to get that jacket on,
Oh,
boys.
you're going to look good in it,
Oh,
bro.
mate, let me tell you, a very hot piece of kit.
Yeah, very hot.
Damn.
All right, thanks,
Thanks,
dude.
mate.
Well done, bro.
Cheers. Legends.
See you,
Cheers,
mate.
Ru.
I love that you picked that, Roo.
that was good.
Because it was like, you know, it's just random rugby league.
It's real random.
Oh,
Hard to
that's-
find too.
Commentate the final fucking...
We should just do that with like famous plays or get some great content out of that.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, how are we feeling with this game? What do we
I think that the Dogs are going to run away with it.
run away with it?
Well, yeah, like they're not run away with it, but I think it's just going to be like they look good once they scored that try, or like once they got going. I hope I'm wrong. And listen, history would tell me I am.
What history?
My history, my betting history.
Right, as in your predictions.
Correct.
Remember when we came down this tunnel at Combank?
Oh, is this Combank?
Going to take bombs.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I was like, what on earth are you talking about? Does that fuck you up that Tom and I just jimmied up a win? Like a legal win?
Yeah, legal, fully legal.
You say legal or illegal?
Legal.
No, legal.
Legal.
Yeah.
It was legal.
It is one thing I struggle to let go of, I'm completely honest.
Like if they were handing out a trophy, who took it home?
Not Matty the Water Boy. He would
No,
have
that was
he would have dropped the fucking thing.
No,
before
but
he
who
got
took
off
it
the
home?
field.
Who took it home?
Yeah, you guys took it
Yeah,
home. But I think the people that were out there on the night, it's not very often the better team loses, and it was definitely the situation on that night.
Well, New South Wales lost the other night. We were the better team. I get it, Roo.
I'm still yet to drop one, you know.
Well, listen, you know what? You didn't
Me and the
win.
kid from Cooma.
Cooma kid.
Yeah, but you guys were around footy all the time. Like, we came in, didn't have the right footwear. You guys were wearing boots.
You were wearing
practiced.
boots. And also, you just like took 5 steps and knew where it was coming. It was a setup.
Because I've tamed a steed.
It was a
the
setup.
second bloke.
Please.
What, you reckon you and Joe are the only blokes tame students, mate? Come on, fucking hell.
No, me and Joey.
Mate, come on, mate. Nah, come on, mate.
Listen, mate, you lost. And if you're more of a man, you'd admit it.
We should run that back sometime.
Yeah, we should.
Make the call.
But this time, Tom and I get the easy kicks. You and
You
Timmy
get the
would
hard ones. You get the Burton bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, my man at Parramatta that set that up, I think he's Gornsky now.
Devo, what? He's no longer with us.
Get Lukey. No, I think he's with us.
Oh, good.
Oh, fucking.
Thank God.
Well, just checking.
Fucking hell.
How are you and Jermaine going? You still mates or not?
No,
haven't
you
spoken
dropped
to
him
in a
like a
while.
fucking. You dropped him like a.
I feel
hot
like you've
turd.
been that guy.
Oh, I didn't bin him.
You dropped him like a hot turd.
Did Root
mate.
bin Jermaine or not?
Yeah.
I always keep my distance, boys. Can I tell you a funny story?
Mate, you
yeah,
put
you
up a
may.
fucking a video of you broing down.
Yeah, we were known to bro down.
You wearing a Hopgood 13 plus jumper.
Yeah, I still got that. So I drafted Kano Keeney as my first draft pick this year. So like my whole life kind of revolves around when he's returning from injury, which is
Not
one of
looking
the
likely
great
this
mysteries.
season, is it?
Well, round 21 they're saying now.
Okay.
But he had the surgery about 3 months ago, and I kind of needed to know if he was going to return or not. And I thought, do I abuse my connections via Guru to try and find out for my draft team if Keanu Keeney's returning?
Oh, that's dribbly.
It got so much worse. So I messaged him at about 9 a.m., right?
You messaged him?
Yeah, of course I messaged him.
Oh, wow.
We've spoken previously before, but I just said, hey, mate, just out of interest, if you were in my draft team, would I hold you or not? Now, it gets so much worse. I sent him the message, and I didn't feel great about it, but I needed to know. You know what he posted 45 minutes later?
What?
The birth of his first child.
Oh,
I can't believe he replied.
He did later that night.
what did he say, mate? I'll be back,
I'm
mate.
not- he told me he'd be back. And I was like,
Oh, no.
I just at one point I was sitting at my desk. I looked up at Kat and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, this was recent.
This was like 3 months ago. I look up at Kat and I'm like, oh my God, he just had a child and I'm at the top of his DMs asking if he's going to return from my super coach day. And he's so much of a nice guy that he's like, oh, this poor cunt. I'll just tell him I'll be
this
back.
absolute reprobate.
I love that you're still like just a fan.
How
who
old is-
messages players?
How
being like,
How
"Are you
old's
coming
Keanu
back?"
Keeney?
how
Like
old?
22.
And how old are you?
32?
Yeah, right. So it's like Keanu's like, oh, I've got this 30-year-old guy just fucking hit me
Yeah.
up.
No, but like a guy with a profile who's like, I need to know.
Rugby League Guru is desperate to know my
and it's
injury
not for the
status.
show. It's not for content. It's for his own personal gain.
It's so I can beat my other 11 dipshit mates.
Imagine, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's so funny. It's like Sebo Dam and Triple H.
Yeah, but like way dribblier.
Yeah. That's so great, Roo.
Well, what did Sebo
I don't
do?
know. I almost want to call him. And can we call Sebo and just ask him why he DM Triple H?
Oh, good call. He'll have a baby in his arm, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. And he'll have ants on.
Yeah.
When we went to the Jack Newton Golf Day last year,
You filmed one of the great videos of all
mate,
time.
I was wasted when I filmed that, so I didn't realize until the morning. So I got to like watch it back in real time and enjoy it myself too.
So
We were
good.
talking about that video the other day.
So good.
one of the great videos. Can't go into too much detail, punters and dribblers, but it involves Seb and Shannon. Noel.
That's all you
That's
need.
all we can tell you.
And all you're getting.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Quick cue, Roo. First to play Origin, Sam Walker, Gavin or Katoa?
Sam Walker, Galvin, or Katoa?
Katoa.
Katoa. It could be next week.
Yeah, Katoa. Oh. Ooh.
You know, me and Sebo roomed together at that golf day, and he got there before me. And
Mate, he would have got there a day early, that guy.
Mate, I walk in and I go to the 2 days we were there. It was like 41 and 42 degrees. It was insane, right? So I walk into.
You have aircon in the room?
Yeah, mate, our room was like a fucking meat locker. You could have hung cows in there. I walk in there and I go to the freezer, put a bottle of water in there, and I open the freezer and I'm like, I'm listening to a podcast, I'm texting, I'm doing whatever, I'm not paying much attention. And 3 coconuts come rolling out of the freezer. I'm like juggling them and catching them.
Dude, that is so Sebo, bro.
So Sebo, dude.
Did he have a machete on the fucking table, bro? He cuts him. He'd be cutting him himself.
Oh, that's good shit, dude.
Oh, God. What was his yarn around him?
Oh, no, he didn't think it was weird.
No, he loves a coconut, Sebo.
I thought
didn't know he
for not
loved it.
having
He's never
coconut.
walked in here with a coconut.
No, listen, it's not. He doesn't sort of define himself by it, but like you know,
Clearly he does. He's taken 3 abroad.
No, listen, he loves them. I don't know why
He's taken 3 on the road.
I
Tom.
know it's a fucking dribbly amount of.
That's
coconuts.
almost like I've got a dependency.
I think he likes them when he's hungover. So I'm assuming he's thinking I'm gonna have a big night. I'm gonna need at least 1 coconut a morning here, maybe.
And coconut
2.
water doesn't cut it?
Oh, listen, you can't.
Needs it from the source.
Fresh coconut it shits all over coconut water in a bottle.
No, but it's hard yakka.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Mate, it's not that hard yakka. It's actually like if you have it'll fuck up a good knife, but like if you've just got like a kitchen knife. I've hacked open a coconut or 2 in my time.
I loved walking downstairs in that apartment we stayed in. It was like,
Oh!
it was like shoe, dart, coconut, fireball, dart, shoe, fireball, coconut.
Just this shit everywhere.
A heap of lollies. Not everywhere, but just like in the lounge room and stuff. I was just like, this is fantastic.
Yeah, no.
Well, the man was free.
Right, listen, there's no freer human being.
After a long
on a
year,
golf
the man
trip,
was free.
and he certainly let his hair down. Whatever he's got left,
You going to come up to that this year?
mate. It's just a tough
Depends
time.
on the
I'd
time
love
of
to.
year.
I'd highly advise it if you can.
I'd
What
love
were the
to.
dates this year?
I don't know, last Jack.
It's like
fucking-
mid-December.
Yeah. Mate, I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Even if you can just come for a day or so,
Clint.
it is unbelievable up there.
Shout out to Clint, one of the
Shout out
greats.
to Clint. Just called him Jack. Jack's his dad.
Name's Clint, Tom.
His name's Clint. I know his name's Clint. It's called the Jack Newton Classic or the Jack. So, you can forgive me.
I tell you, when I went to Vegas this year, I arrive in LA airport. I get off and I realise I've got a. I had a 5-hour wait until I could go to Vegas, right? And I think, okay, this is going to be a bit of a tough carry. Going to be on my own or whatever. Get off the plane. I realised that Clint was like 2 seats behind me. We just didn't see each other the entire time. He was on the same flight, so we both had about 5 hours to spend. So we just went and got some beers and whatnot. And when we got into Las Vegas, I said to him, mate, a year ago today I arrived in Vegas and I went and saw Tom and Eddy and I checked in for my hotel at 6 a.m. and it just ruined my entire trip. It was fucking stupid. I'm walking through.
We ruined your trip?
I'm not like you guys. I'm not built like you two. So for
Mate,
me, walking down the Vegas Strip with my luggage in hand, watching the sun come up to check in, that
I
edged me
recall
out
things
for
a little
few
bit
days.
differently.
Yeah,
you
so do I.
put in a request for a double Jimmy on the rocks,
Yeah,
I was playing good catch up.
Yeah.
which you were given, and then we settled in for all time yarns, and
We did.
So like,
Anyway,
mate.
well, I said to Clint,
Oh.
I was like, mate, I'm not going large on night 1. Tomorrow night I will rip with you, but I'm I'm settling in tonight. I'm not doing
I feel
this
like
again.
night one's the best time to do it.
Well, I
Always
went
has
out,
been.
me and Kat went and got dinner, and then as I'm walking back, thinking I'm going to be good tonight, I'm going home, I hear this laugh at this Irish place that we walked past, and it was my good mate, Timmy Williams. And I thought, well, I've got to have one with Timmy.
How did you not know where Timmy Williams was already?
Because I actively didn't talk to anyone because I wanted to just ease into Vegas.
Yeah, that's a fair thing to want
So
to
anyway,
do.
I get dragged in with Timmy and
Pussy.
his gaggle of goons from Cooma. Once again, I check in at 6 a.m. the next morning. And in my, drunken haze walking home, I took, some photo on my Instagram story or something. So I woke up in the morning with a voice note from Clint absolutely ripping me a new arsehole.
Yeah. You completely
You fucking coward. You said you were going home. I'm sitting at home doing fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Well, mate, you deserve that.
Yeah, you deserve
because
that.
clearly your soul wanted to rip, and you got to let your soul run free.
And you you say where you're not built like us, or it's like, mate,
But you've done it 2 years in a row.
You're exactly like
I
us.
tell you,
every
no,
fucking time.
bullshit, mate. It's a very simple metric.
You say no, and then you do it.
You are. Well, I wasn't fucking. I didn't chain you up, mate. Like you left
Yeah.
when you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's the sicko on you that wanted to play up.
Every
So-
night in Magic Round, I say to Eddie, Eddie says to me, you know what we're doing? We're not having a big one. We got work to do tomorrow. And then I'm laying in bed and the sun's up and I'm looking at a cowboy outfit I got to wear to walk down fucking Caxton Street.
See, but he'll lie to himself. I won't. Like I'm honest about.
Nah, we lie to ourselves.
Well, of course, but deep down, in the deep dark recesses of my soul, I know.
So do
Where
I.
were you two? I didn't see as much of you two at Magic Round.
Mate, we sat in our hotel room every night after. First night what did we do first?
First night was you, me, Tobler. That was bonding.
Oh, yeah.
Second night we did the live show, and then we went back with Horo for
Scope.
bonding. And then third night we were fucked.
And it was the
so
election.
out of path.
So
And
out of path.
yeah. But we're out of path.
We're-
It's
we're-
exhausting, mate. Especially wearing a cowboy outfit doing Vox Pops in the hot Australian sun for fucking 4 hours.
It was
it's
great
tough.
fun. Loved it. But by the end of it, you're fried.
Gotta piss-
So you sit there silently on Eddie's hotel like a dining table and you watch the election unfold. And you watch...
It was the election, wasn't it?
Yeah, you watch bloody Charles Croucher talk about electorates the same way you and I discuss CBAs. He's like, oh, it's a great hold by the Mikowski in the seat of Dunstall. Oh, I was really impressed with his ability to hold that seat. And it's just like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No
bro.
clue. Yeah.
Good times, though.
Harry
And-
Hayes.
Oh, that's Harry Hayes, is it?
Good name.
It is a great
Is that Galvin?
Oh, is Galvin on?
I think so.
Yeah, there you go. 27th minute. Well, sorry, no. Not the 27th minute. Oh. Guru, tell the boys when you hopped in the wrong car. Have you told us this one before? It sort of rings a bell.
Oh. I had to go. Fuck, where was I? I was with Kat and we were going
Galvin's on it.
into.
I said 27th minute.
Is that what you said?
Just then I go, oh, look, he's on 27th minute.
So what's
Oh, go.
that? 63rd.
Oh.
62nd it would have been, actually, Roo. Spot on, mate.
Yeah, I think I was on then.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's having a night.
Oh. Oh, my God, he's strong. Fuck, he's strong. Go, Milky.
How big's the stadium they're building in Penrith?
40?
40?
No, sorry.
Fucking hell, that can't be right.
I don't think they're actually changing it much from what it is.
Yeah, I don't think they're changing it all that much.
It's just a redo.
Yeah, like they're just
Liquor paint stuff.
putting some. They're just vajazzling it up a touch, I think.
Yeah, but you can vajazzle by taking out hills and putting in stands, you know what I mean?
Say 52nd minute, not 62nd minute. That's what someone's saying here. Because it's technically 30 to go.
Yeah, that would check out.
That's great math. Cleary.
Oh,
Try time.
Nath.
Try time. Special.
Special player.
Special player.
Oh, he didn't kick that one. You don't want
Special.
it.
Love a charge down, PS.
Huge charge down guy over here.
Don't see enough of them.
Get your questions in, punters, dribblers. Get if you want a question, if you got a quizzy.
What's the greatest charge down of all time, Ro?
Brad Fittler, 2004
Origin. Pretty damn good.
Would have to be right up there with the best of them. Any others come to mind for you guys?
I'm just trying to think. I was going to say Mundine in that grand final, but that was actually just a chip kick.
That was a chip.
And it was Blacklock, maybe, not Mundine.
Yeah, no, I think it has to be Freddie.
It's certainly the most like momentous that pops into mind.
Davo Mass coming in handy, 100%.
Just got the text from Clint Newton.
Did he just message you there?
No, it's actually coincidental.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are the odds? You guys just messaging all the time?
Dozer Origin, people are saying.
Did he catch that or did he charge it down?
He charged down and clear his kick.
Yeah, did he catch it?
Do you need to?
Well, like as in, no, but a charge down is a bit more like charge it down.
Well, he just charged it down and
it rolled. He didn't catch it. It bounced up and he picked it
So
up.
what are you saying?
I'm saying a charge down is when you fucking put your hands out and you hit it down.
Yep.
And it rolls and it bounces, you pick it up and you score, as opposed to someone just kicking it and you catch it.
Oh, yeah, he caught it. You're right. You are right, Tom. You are right. I apologise, mate.
That's
Spot on.
that's a feeling as well.
No, I think you're right.
If Alex Johnson breaks the record, does the NRL change the Ken Irvine to the Alex Johnson medal? I don't mind doing that.
Not when you're still playing.
I kind of like it. It's kind of a flex. But it's almost like something cool. If you break the record,
so like,
you take the record.
becomes yours.
It becomes yours.
I actually agree with that. Now that I think about it, it's an easy pass you the
I
mantle.
don't
Yeah.
mind that. That could be my son that wins the Calm Pierre medal.
Well, exactly. Could be. Or the who have we got?
How many
Lehigh Hopewadi medal.
how many Clives?
That pause was telling.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, mate. I know.
Hang on. Give me a sec.
What we got?
The Jason Saab medal. Sabi, mate. Quick that bloke.
Yeah, kid's quick.
What do you got for me, Ro?
How many do you think we'll ever change the name of the Clive Churchill medal? Like, do you think it'll ever, like, if Nath was to win another 2 MOMs in grand finals, for example?
I think they'll change. I reckon all of them will get changed eventually.
I don't know, dude. I don't reckon they'll all change. There's something like historic about a Clive. Like with it's like the all-time with the greatest try scorer. You're like, that's gone. That went forward.
Sweet.
Mate, I would put it this way: very few medals that I can think of are like ancient.
But within one sport, they don't usually change.
John Eales.
Yeah, but that was before there was a medal.
Fittler medal, Wally Lewis medal.
They were the first of their kind, probably. Oh, is that gone back?
Was there nothing before the John Eales medal?
Well, not that I'm aware of. I mean, there may have been something, but it's like if you start a new body, maybe that's like when it sort of changes.
Dally Messenger's probably the oldest.
Shout out to SwiftX, friends of the show.
He was a 1908er, wasn't he?
He was a 1908 at Dally M.
That's why I think you probably keep someone like Dally M or Clive.
So
I think SG Ball might have been as well, potentially.
But like, rugby union was being played before fucking John Eales was playing.
Yeah,
and
Alan bought a medal for fuck's
exactly.
sake.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but there wasn't anything. They're not taking it over the mantle from something that was super.
Do you know for sure?
Well, do you know what it was before? If you changed the Clive, you'd know who became the Clive. You'd know who the Clive.
No, it only became the Clive in like I think 1982. I think before that it was just best on ground, grand final best on ground. I think.
What was it called then?
I think it was just a best on ground medal.
Yeah, right,
I reckon.
okay.
What the medal that I would love to see come in, and I'm not sure who you would name it after. Potentially in 15 years, you might name it the Nathan Cleary medal, but I would like to see a medal come in that is Like, you have the Dally M for the best of the regular season. I'd love
Final
to see a
series.
best of the final series.
Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Finals MVP, yeah.
I agree with that. Because the finals is its own thing.
We don't have an Andrew Johns medal, do we?
No.
No.
I wouldn't hate that.
No. I wouldn't hate it either.
The Joey.
Actually, you know what? Maybe the Cameron Smith. Hey, you know what I was looking at the other day?
Oh.
I think he's criminally slept on with Cameron Smith. There's only 2 guys ever that have won 2 Wally Lewis medals. Cameron Smith and Billy Slater. There's only 1 guy ever that's won 3 Wally Lewis medals.
JT?
It's Cameron Smith.
Cameron Smith. But
There's only one guy that's ever won 4 Wally Lewis medals.
Oh,
It's
shit.
Cameron Smith.
Has he won 4?
4. The next best is Slater with 2.
When did the Wally come in?
Wow.
2004. Craig Fitzgibbon was the first winner, I believe.
Dribbly.
Is Cameron got 2 Dally M's?
Yes. Oh, no.
Maybe 3.
No, Cam doesn't have 3. It's JT than Joey. Cam's got...
How many is JT? Has
JT's got
3 or
4.
4.
Dally M's,
Yeah, 4.
4. Joey's got 3.
But Cam doesn't have
Cam's
a
only got
Clive.
2. Cam, well, have
Cam's
you
got
heard
1.
my story about this?
Has Cam got a Clive?
No, he hasn't.
No.
Jeez, I've lost some money over the years during his career on that. My God.
Shout out to Russell Aiken.
Who won the Clives in 07 and
Inglis won in
09.
07.
Inglis was 07. 09.
Slater?
09 was controversial. They gave it to Slater because there wasn't really a standout in the match. They gave it to Slater based on a good final series.
Is he a 2-time Clive?
That was the... Yeah, he is.
mate? I'm fucking on board with the final series MVP.
Oh, Carraz. This has been a bit of a fuck. It's been like a tight game.
Because
There's
September
been some
footy's a
mistakes
different
here.
kettle of fish.
Yeah, I always get hammered for this take, but like that Dally M medal, like it doesn't mean nothing, but fuck. You
bro.
get so many points for beating up on the lower sides in the Dally M. I think that...
Yeah, but you get, that's what do you mean? Of course you do.
Yep,
You get the
that's what I'm
same one,
saying.
but you get the same for every fucking team.
Yeah, but you could also argue in a team, if you've got a
Yeah.
superstar team, it's
But-
often shared.
But
so
it's also like, like a few years ago, remember we had that Kalen Ponga, Sean Johnson thing?
Yeah.
Sean Johnson was robbed and everyone lost their mind.
Yep.
Like SJ and KP didn't beat a top 4 team all year. You're the best player in the comp if you don't beat a top 4 team.
So
Well,
what
if
would
your
you,
team's
so what would you
shit
do
and
with
you're
it?
playing well?
I know. I think the Dally M is always going to be like that, but that's why I think we need a medal for the finals. Who's the best player when it's sudden death?
Yes.
Everything's on the line.
Yes, for sure.
When you do things,
It's more.
has to
It's
matter.
more pure.
Yeah, it's heaps
Oh,
more
bro,
pure.
and you can announce that at the fucking grand final as well, right?
100%. Well, you announce it after the grand final.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
Yes.
right?
Because if you let's say you finish top 4, you have to have had 3 good games.
Yes.
So it's a little bit more like the Wally.
Yeah, yeah. And I think usually it would come from one of the. I think it would actually, it would always come from one of the grand final teams.
Well, I think it would have to.
It would have to. Yeah, I would.
But unlike the Wally, right, where you can be in a losing side like Angus Crichton was last year, with the finals MVP, you probably have won 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, I still think there would be a fair whack of them that come from the losing team. I think there'd be more finals MVPs from the losing side than there would be Clive Churchills from the losing side.
Yeah, but that's
It would depend how it's judged.
That's
like
because
the
you've
finals
got an
MVP
opportunity to
in the
play 3
NBA, it's
games.
always the winner.
It'd be hard to get an MVP from the losing grand final team, but it could happen.
Yeah, but if you 3-2-1 it
Still,
or
like,
something like that.
how many guys? We've got in the last 30 years, we've got 3 or 4 dudes that have won. A Clive from a losing side. Like that's one every.
If you got man of the match in the losing grand final, and you also ripped in the first 3 games of the finals, whatever it is, like you could do it.
The problem is, so like Cherry Evans won it. Who else won it?
Cherry Evans, Brad Mackay, Jack Whiten.
But
I've
you
gotta go
can't,
back
you
and
can't
watch that
tell
game
me.
again.
You can't tell me Brian Tyler wasn't best on ground in game 2
in game 2.
For
of
Origin.
Origin.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So
yeah.
but so the problem with it is it's like it's often given to someone that wins. It's not objective like it should be.
Dive on the. Oh.
The best player on the ground in game 2 of Origin was Brian Tyler by a country fucking mile.
I don't know about country mile.
3 tries, ran for like
Munster-
250 metres.
No, he was fantastic.
Yeah, but I think Munster got it off narrative, and which plays a role as well. I think, like the circumstances you come into the game under, coach losing his fucking mind in the 24 hours before at his first game as captain. I'm okay with all that stuff mattering.
I was in an Uber on the way here tonight, and the guy in the Uber was blowing up Deluxe at Aaron Woods, being like, why the fuck would you give Queensland any motivation whatsoever?
Listen, dude.
Just a lick.
Mate,
Yeah, but if that's going to motivate Queensland, like,
he
fuck
called
it.
him a grub.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it wasn't like it was creative in any way.
I think it's the most
form.
embarrassing, origin story of all time, and Queensland look embarrassing from it.
Mate, that's my take as well. I'm saying that's what the people out
Did you
there
see Ryan
are
Hoffman
saying.
come out?
Oh,
Dude,
how you doing?
Ryan Hoffman kind of called him a coward and being like, "What's next? Racism?" You're like, "No, what? No, sexism and
Fuck
racism."
Ryan, it was also 10 days ago, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we
Hey,
doing?
relax, calm down, call him a coward and shit. Like, shut up. What are we talking about?
that was a weird moment in rugby league.
That
Yeah,
was
it was.
such an odd week.
Such an odd week. Roo, question for you, mate. Who am I? I was born in 1985 in Tweed Heads. Played for 3 clubs. Made my debut for the Brisbane Broncos. Played 3 games for New South Wales Countries, 4 games for New South Wales, 4 for Oz. From Luke. Do we have the answer? Okay.
Born in 85, so he's 40.
Played 3 games for New South Wales. For New South Wales country, or 4 games for New South... All right.
So 3 for country, 4 for New South Wales.
I'm also just going off what this dribbler's saying.
Yeah, we're just
in
taking
terms
his
of
answer.
I'm just
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
him for his word here.
Was born in 19...
Do you know who the player is, his name you're saying?
Yeah, and funnily enough, his name's actually come up again in the last 2
Is it
or
Mick
3
De
weeks.
Vere?
No.
Is he a forward or a back?
Forward.
For New South Wales.
40, so not that old, dude. He's more around
Yeah,
like
not that
out.
old.
And obviously that's coming from people who are getting close.
So what's that like, Sowie's age? That sort of...
Yeah.
So what is it? 85. So what does that mean he debuted? Like around 05 for the Broncos?
He debuted for Brisbane Broncos. Played for New South Wales, though. New South Wales country.
Country's throwing me.
Forward. Okay, do you want to give us the clubs he's played for?
Yep. So he's played for... I think if I give them all, it'll give it away.
Just do it.
don't-
Is it
no,
Tom
no,
Leroy
no,
Lars?
no.
It is, yep.
How the fuck did you get that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tom Leroy Lars.
Did you know he was born in Tweed Heads?
No, I didn't.
If you did, I would have walked out of here. I would
I
have
didn't know
left.
that. I knew he played for Brisbane. And when you said he came up recently, that's why I said Mick De Vere, because Joey mentioned him the other day on the podcast.
When did Leroy Lars come
His
up?
son's
son
playing for the
debuted.
Cows.
his son debuted, and Jordan McLean played with both of them. Did you take that in, Eddie? I feel like you didn't.
I
consume
took it
that
in.
properly.
No,
I
he
did-
did.
I'm just,
He was
I
not.
can't get over the Leroy Lars thing that you just plucked out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I'm
know.
huffing about.
Yeah, that's
Like, you're in a
absurd.
different fucking plane of existence altogether. You're like Aristotle and shit, but for rugby league.
Well, mate, we might have to fucking turn you into a saint. That's miracle 1 right there.
Saint Roo.
More
questions.
More Rue MIs. They're good.
Rue MIs. Yes. I love Rue MIs.
Good question here in the YouTube comments. What's your favourite try of all time? Question for everyone.
Mine would be... The one that I've watched the most would be Greg Inglis against the Broncos, probably.
Probably one of the ones as well. I was at this game. Was Kyle Felt for North Queensland against the Broncos.
Fucking special try.
Like,
I've
that
actually
was
probably
ins-
watched that the most.
That was so fucking insane, and Michael Morgan doesn't get the respect he deserves from that entire
I
result.
tell you who else.
What was that? Sorry, the grand final try.
The Cowboys Broncos.
Oh, mate.
Just saying, what's your favourite try of all time? That was a
But
question.
Thurston throws off huge men to keep the ball alive.
Yeah, he does. With that flick pass to draw and
Mate,
flick.
Hugh
was
Morgan
fucking-
gets it standing still.
Yeah.
30 metres out on the other tram line.
But the whole sequence from start to finish is fucking purity.
Yes, it's Thurston keeping it alive for sure.
As in, like, what I'm trying to say is don't be fooled by the fact that it's just Michael at the end. Like, there's a lot that happens.
No, for sure, but that draw and flick pass is fucking ridiculous.
The try that I probably lost my shit over the most.
Not a good kick there from Lockie, but it doesn't matter. Critter's taking it.
Would have been, remember we were watching the game together, filming ourselves, not streaming, put it up later. Tedesco's try in Origin 20...
was at that game. 2019?
Yeah. Mitchell Pearce, Tommy Turbo, Blake Ferguson inside to Teddy, try time. Mitchell Pearce gets his Origin moment. Tom and Eddy.
Through the pill.
Tom and Eddy, we were recording ourselves watching on the couch. That was
back
very
in your
early
old
days.
joint.
Back in my one-bedroom Bondi apartment.
That was pure.
That was pure. They were the pure days, mate.
So pure.
Yeah.
In no shock to anyone, I think that ball was played by Cam Murray too, from memory.
Well, because he finds his front. Finds his front.
And Mitch does a looping pass to Tom Trebojevic, does he? I believe so. Tom finds Blake.
Tell you what, we're missing Cam Murray this year.
Yep. My favourite try, boys. I'm going to go deep in the vault for you.
Okay.
Deep in the vault.
I'd love to be in your brain sometimes.
1990 Kangaroo Tour.
Oh, my
Is it
God.
I
know, yeah.
Cliff Lyons.
Yeah.
Is it Cliff's try
Is that the
or
one that
Mal's try?
starts with, it's like Ricky and Cliff?
No,
You talking about
you're
Mal?
thinking of a different try.
Yeah.
Mal was in the next game. That was in game 2 to save the series. That's unbelievable. Ricky Stewart throws an intercept with 15 minutes to go, loses the Ashes essentially, and then comes up with that moment.
Yeah. That was hot. So yours is Cliff Lyons. I don't remember it.
I'll show it to you after. You'll love it. Goes through about 16 sets of hands, kicked back infield. Crazy.
I reckon the try Tom and I have watched the most of was Game 2, Origin.
You sound like I know what it sounds like when you come now, Guru. You were that close then.
Well, I think something leaked out.
Yeah, you hear that bit of audio. That was Guru. That were the vinegar strokes. It was nice to hear.
Game 2, Ricky coaching, soured
Oh, yeah, off his right.
to
Back to
Minicello.
or left.
Yeah. No,
Off
that was a
whatever.
good moment.
Ricky in tears. Up in the box. Bring Ricky back.
I tell you what, another one I like. Obviously, Beaver Menzies try in the 08 Grand Final. but
Special. I was there for that too, actually.
I like Brent Kite's try in that game. I liked Matt Orford's grubber kick to Michael Robertson for one of his 3 tries in that game. Fucking Steve Bell's try when Glenn Hall makes a break and then passes to Brady, who flicks it to fucking Steve Bell.
That's a great try.
That was the last. That was the 40 points.
That's a great try.
So it's a really underrated try in Manly history. Glenn Stewart grubbering out of his own 20 against the Warriors.
Oh, yeah, and then Cherry
Mate,
scoring.
Fuck.
He's lucky he got tackled, or Robbo got tackled, because it was fucking... We'd actually done something wrong there. But, yeah.
He could
The
play.
balls
He got the
to
Clive.
grubber out of your own 20
Well,
on grand final day.
Not only did he get the Clive, Tom, but he got the Clive off the back of the Battle of Brookvale. So he
Yes.
punches on, gets suspended, comes back, wins the Clive.
And then when he gets the Clive, was that when he did the horsey thing?
Oh, I thought he binned Gallup, didn't he?
Yeah, he pretended to gallop the
Oh,
horse.
no, I don't know if that was...
that or was that Brett Stewart another time?
That might have been another time, I think. Brett Stewart's try against the Warriors is also sick. I think he scored the first try, and it was just an inside ball. He was steaming onto it fast as fuck.
Do you remember that year that, was it 08, Orford and Brett Stewart were just untouchable?
Yeah, probably.
Well, Orford won the Dally M that
The
year,
ox
didn't he?
and the snake.
So good, dude. Like, they were just... Oh, go!
Mate, on his
Such pure times.
day, Snake better than fucking Slater.
Yes. He just got injured, mate. That was all. Billy
Come
had
at
the
me.
longer career. 'cause
Come at me.
He had injured. He was injured. Injured, mate. That's all it was.
I had a flashback the other day, and by the other day I mean yesterday because it only happened the day before that, to Eddie picking up the Brett Stewart.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah,
was so
shaking
fucked.
it. That was a cooked moment for all of us.
That was wild.
What about even?
He didn't like that, Roo.
It's pretty out there.
Sure
it was
buddy.
pretty out there.
So I feel like you didn't like it really.
Wasn't a huge fan.
Oh, you weren't a huge. Oh, okay.
Hey,
I thought you would have been, mate.
I'm going to change this for your sake. What was the feel around having the 8th in here?
It was sick. It was as sick as you would imagine.
It was like
He was cool.
Pinch yourself stuff.
He was cool. He gave a great chat as well, which was
Life
great.
complete sort of stuff.
That was the thing. It was like, fuck, now we've got him here. We just want to have a good yarn. Obviously, you can't.
Mate, it was the easiest chat of my
It's
life
up to the
I'm sitting
people
there
about
going,
whether it's
like,
good,
I'm sitting
but
there
it's-
going, I could fucking. I said to Tom afterwards in the green room, I was like, I could have talked to that guy for fucking 12 hours.
Yep.
No dramas whatsoever.
But I haven't heard a bad word about it. You know,
What do you
I thought it was a
think,
really good
Ro? What do
interview.
you think? You think it was pretty good?
Yeah, I think the best interviews are the ones where it feels like you're in a pub chatting,
yes.
and I think that's exactly what that interview was.
And that's 100% down to Joey as well. It's not us. I'm just glad it went that way because he was just chill. He's relaxed.
Don't sell yourself short.
No, but like he was that wasn't a fish, although it probably sounded like it. But he just was he was just down to yarn. He was in a good mood. Didn't mind, just spinning shit. It's funny, we were saying like when we get guests on, and it's not specific to him or anything, but like, people are often like think we're going to ask about like it's shit. Or like, people like, maybe steer away from this or don't. And we're like, I don't even understand. Like, I could think of nothing more uncomfortable than getting someone in for like a nice chat and then being like, hey, can you just tell me about your like one of the toughest fucking
Your
scatters
deepest,
things?
darkest, yeah.
Hey, can we just, I'd love to change up this fun environment we've got by asking you about something really fucked up.
So can we pivot for a second?
Yeah.
Like, I know we're having a great time, but I'm just going to bring up something hugely etch that happened in your life.
Yeah, is that all right?
Is that sweet?
I loved when you said you said something to him like, we got some vitamins we're going to slip in your pocket on the way out. And he's like, oh, the last guy said that to me as well.
The guy in London told me that. I was like, huge, Joey. Huge.
Will there ever be a family that will do more for rugby league, or has there ever been a family than the Johnses as far as producing, I believe, the GOAT on field and the GOAT off field?
Go. Oh,
mate.
Milky Bar's hurt himself. Fuck.
Like, impossibly difficult.
Yeah, mate. I'm trying to think.
You could point to like there's been families that have had
The Trebojeviches
impact.
come to mind, mate. They're a community,
well,
they're a
the
community
Stewarts.
the
family.
Morrises
Stewarts.
come to mind.
Morris's, the Burgess.
They're a community
What
family.
about the
though,
Mortimers?
The Mortimers.
What's Daniel doing?
I don't know, but
I think he's in the real world now.
Orange boy.
Oh, that looked painful. Milky Bar's had a hyperextension of the elbow there. Look at this. It'll come round. Bang.
Oh, Milky.
Fuck, I hate saying that shit.
Oh, no. No Milky Bars for you.
No, you going off as well,
Your
lad?
boy Paul's he'll be
Is
back.
he going to keep playing?
Most tries 2025. Paul Alamotti, second.
yeah, wow.
There you go.
Is Milk staying on?
Tough brick.
That's tough stuff. Well, he's a
No,
red
the
nut.
game's gone soft, boys.
No, he's a red nut, bro. You got to stay on.
Yeah, game's gone soft.
Game's gone soft.
It has, though.
Well, build-up's gone soft.
Mate, what about that Hopper yarn during the week?
Oh, yeah. Getting choked out by his
Oh,
grandson
God,
at
he's
church.
good.
Oh, God. He replied as well to ours.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah, I know. That was nice.
Shout out to Hopper, one of the greats.
Ruan, born in Innisfail in 1980, played 150 games for one club, Cowboys, played 3 games for Queensland, coached a Queensland Cup team recently. 3 games for Queensland, played for the one.
Are you Ty Williams?
Yep.
Wow.
Can we make one harder, please?
Shout out to Ty Williams. He was a good style.
He was a good style of a bloke. Used to chuck him into dummy half on Rugby League 1 on PlayStation.
Dude, I can't wait for the game to come out.
Little scoot, beat the marker, throw the goal over.
Dude, we're
throw him
gonna
in,
have
would you?
a.
You throw him in.
Throw him in at 9.
We're gonna have a bend up. And I don't even mean I don't mean boozy, but I mean we're gonna have a rugby league whatever bend up. We
Yeah, I'm
sit
okay.
here and just
Yes,
game.
very keen. Send us a game.
There's someone that keeps calling us out, being like, "I'll bet you $1,000 bucks. I'll bet you."
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I've
Well, you
seen
put up
that.
the money then, cunt.
He's putting the money up.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
All right.
But I couldn't really care about him.
Well,
more.
that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I don't
Oh, you know what I wouldn't mind doing? I wouldn't mind getting our rugby league eyes in and then doing a bracket.
like a big
Like
comp.
all the content creators fucking
Yeah.
verse each other. You
Yeah.
get like a fucking 64 guys in there and you just...
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Do it on Kempy's 100-inch TV.
Kemby wouldn't show up.
No, it's true. He wouldn't. Well, we wouldn't even need to tell him. We just hosted at his studio.
You'd have no idea.
Oh!
Matty'd be into it.
How'd you
Oh.
miss that?
Matty'd be foaming.
That's what happens when you have Dill kicking for you.
What was the start in this game? Was it
2.5. To the Dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, this would be a way for me to cash in an about even bet, boys.
What's yours?
What's your bet?
Preston into Dogs 1 to 12.
Oh.
Well, you're not... Yeah.
Strap in.
Paying what?
Probably 7s or 8s.
Yeah, 7,
Oh.
I think. I'll check. 757.
There's no way that's going to happen. They're going to D up here, mate. This will be a great win for Penrith. I should have
Famous Tom.
stood them out. I did have them plus 10.
Who'd you have winning here in your thinger?
I had Penrith.
Oh, plus 10.5?
No. So in my scooper, I had Penrith plus 10. Yeah. So I'm sweet.
Plus 10 you put it at?
Yeah. Penrith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Penrith plus 10 points.
Yeah.
This is a BYR.
Two-way line.
Yeah.
Still time, heaps of it. Heaps of time. Heaps of time.
Oh, heaps of time.
Heaps of time.
Is that
bro.
touched? Beautiful.
Touched.
2 point. Oh,
Touched.
But if it's unintentional, is that all right? Like, what happened there? I thought it was like you got to play at it.
I think he plays at it.
He put the fucking heat on.
I feel like he might have played at it.
He fucking tackled the man.
Let's have a look.
Oh, high tackle.
Oh, is that a penalty? They can take the shot and take the golden point.
Oh.
What is it on like the 30?
Huge.
Oh, that's not a high shot. On report.
Let's have a look. That's not high. That's not high.
He whips his head forward.
That's not high. That's not high.
That's not high.
This is pure. That's chest stuff. Oh, that's fucking...
That's a
That's a tough
bullshit.
call.
That is bullshit. That's bullshit. If Penrith lose this game, that's really unfair.
What?
No.
Oh, shit.
I respect that.
Huge. Look at Guru starting to wet up.
No, he would have preferred a penalty and going to golden
Yeah,
point, wouldn't you?
They could win it either.
Go on, Canterbury.
D up, Penrith. Let's go.
Bedtime stuff.
Oh! He's knocked it on!
That was knocked down. Oh. Shit.
Fucking Penrith. If this is a Penrith-Melbourne grand final, I'm going to be fucking ropeable.
Yeah, I know. That'll be just
After all that.
After all this, oh, Ricky, you know, like, nah.
It honestly could be.
Mate, the comp's that tight. They probably win this. They're in the top four. Like, where do they finish if they win this?
Nah, they're a while off.
The top four is basically
No,
set
you're right.
almost.
Yeah. Is it set?
Well, the top two, I
It's
think
not set, but
Raiders and Dogs have locked themselves in, haven't they?
I think you'd need one of them to lose like 3 or 4 in a row for it to start to.
Yeah, if they win this, they'll go to 19 points, which will put them at 6th.
Who is fourth?
The Wars.
Third?
Storm.
Storm.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And they're a couple of wins in front of the Roosters, who are 5th.
Again, a team that we all expected to fucking suck this year.
Their young boys have been solid, though.
They have. Oh, here you go. You got to go the 2-pointer.
Oh, God.
Oh, take him out. Oh, shit. There's nothing here. You got to score.
Oh, there's time, baby.
Oh, there's time.
There's rugby league time. Oh, there's time.
Oh,
Still time.
last play. Rugby League Guru.
Critter.
Oh! Oh!
Rugby league!
Wow. Wow. Mate, McLean had Critter's number tonight. Casey McLean. Penrith Panthers.
Huge.
Yeah!
Huge.
Did we have one more guest Roo there, or Roo am I?
Yep.
Dude, look at this.
What a win.
What a win.
Wow.
Biblical.
Bibs, brah.
Bibs, lad.
Bibs, lad.
Who am I? I played over 200 games in my career between two clubs, played in 2 grand finals, won one, held the record for most tackles in the game, and was part of the 8 straight team.
Dallas Johnson.
No.
David Stagg?
Yep.
This is just...
It's sickening.
It's sickening.
What a huge charge down.
Huge.
And Cleary, dude. Special stuff.
Look at this. Casey McLean. Milky Bar with one
Milky.
arm.
Huge.
Fucking Penrith.
Penrith, dude. That was impressive. Very impressive.
Oh, you see the dude with no shirt
Yes,
on?
yes.
Have you seen him on
I
socials?
have seen that guy.
His missus just sitting in the background.
Stan's just like looking
She
over his
counts to
shoulder.
3 occasionally. It's mad.
That's so funny, dude. I
Oh,
found,
she's always sitting there?
he'll be like doing
Always.
videos and she'll just be standing in the back being like she'll be like making cereal or something and he's in there going like, fucking Penrith, there you go.
Have you seen him, Eddie?
No, never.
Mick the Panther guy or some
He's
shit.
all time.
Mick the Panther.
It's honestly something like that. Very dribbly. All right. Shout out, punters and dribblers.
Love yous.
Love you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming in, Roo.
Cheers, folks.
Love you, Root. Bye.
Love ya.